Adanma had always believed that love could conquer anything. She met a booker during her first year at the university in Enugu. From the moment their eyes met under the mango tree near the faculty building, their hearts became inseparable. What started as study sessions turned into late-night calls, shared meals, whispered dreams, and promises of forever. For 6 years, they were each other's world. Abuka was gentle, brilliant, and full of hope. He saw Adanma not just as a beautiful woman, but as a woman of substance, purpose, and light. They built dreams together, about a house on a hill in Nsukka, children running through the compound, and quiet evenings under the stars. But love, as they would learn, sometimes isn't enough. When Abuka proposed, there were no doubts in Adanma's heart. She said yes with tears of joy. But as tradition demanded, both families insisted on conducting genotype tests before any plans could proceed. And that was when their world crumbled. Adanma was AS. Abuka was SS. The doctors said the risk was too high. If they had children, they could be SS like Abuka, inheriting pain and sickness no child deserved. Their families were firm. You must break up, they said. Love is not greater than life. Adanma's parents cried and begged her to let go. Abuka's mother, who had nursed her son through countless hospital admissions, swore she wouldn't bury her son earlier than fate already threatened. They tried to fight it. They went from hospital to hospital, seeking hope. They prayed. They fasted. They wept together. But every door closed. Eventually, Adanma did the unthinkable. She ran away. She took a job in Joe's, hundreds of kilometers from Enugu. She blocked his number, deleted their photos, and told no one her new address. She needed to forget, even if her heart bled every day. In the quiet of her new apartment, she kept only one memory, his old T-shirt, folded carefully at the bottom of her drawer. On rainy nights, she'd press it to her face and cry silently, remembering the man who had loved her beyond words. Years passed. Adanma tried to rebuild her life in Joe's. Her heart had been wounded too deeply, and she feared love like a plague. For 2 years, she refused to date. But love is a way of showing up when you least expect it. That was when she met Tony. Calm, kind, an AA. He loved her with patience. He never pressured her. And slowly, Adanma allowed herself to love again. They got married and lived peacefully. One rainy evening, while stopping by a lounge to pick a drink, she saw him, Abuka, her past. Her old love, dressed in a worn shirt, cleaning tables behind the counter. Their eyes locked. Time froze. Adanma, he asked with a shaky smile. Abuka, she whispered. They talked, laughed, caught up. He said, I still love you. I want to marry you. She frowned. Marry you? I'm married. Abuka, please. But that night, he kept calling, over and over. At the lounge, distracted and heartbroken, he broke a glass cup and got fired. When he called again, Adanma picked in frustration. What is it? His voice broke. I got fired because of you. I have nowhere to go. Adanma, it's because of you. Pity crushed her resolve. She drove out of her home and found him in tears. She took him in, but told her husband he was a stepbrother from her father's side. At first, Abuka behaved. But the night Tony traveled, he came to her door, whispering her name. Please, just hold me. No, Tony is a good man. I don't want to hurt him. But her heart was weak. Eventually, they gave in. Once, then again, and again. She sent her maid on errands, just to be with him. The guilt weighed heavily, but her feelings for Abuka were a powerful tide she couldn't fight. One morning, Tony was late for work. In the rush, he forgot his phone dot and went inside to pick it, but the maid came out through the back door, took his briefcase from the car. When Tony got to the office, he realized that his briefcase wasn't inside his car. He went back, parked outside, went into the house, just in time to catch the shock of his life. His wife, Adanma, making love to another man. Abuka, leave my house. Now. Security threw him out. Tony looked at Adanma with heartbreak. I'll forgive you, because I still love you. Adanma burst into tears. I'm pregnant. Tony's face lit up. That's good news. She shook her head. The baby is not yours. She packed her things and left to be with a booker. But life hit them hard. Jobs were scarce, and their love couldn't fill empty stomachs. They began hawking bread together. 8 months later, the baby was born, a beautiful boy. But tragedy struck. The child was born with severe jaundice and needed a blood transfusion. A booker volunteered, but the doctors shook their heads. Your SS, you can't donate. The doctor frowned. But the baby is how is that possible? That was when a booker went to Tony's house, eyes swollen with shame. Please, come with me. I need your help. Tony agreed. DNA was conducted. The results came in. Tony was a father. He donated blood and saved the child's life. Adanma stood there, eyes filled with shame and tears. Tony, please, forgive me. Tony nodded. I already have. Just then, a booker walked in. You'll be discharged this evening, so we can go home. Tony turned to him. Which home? He looked at Adanma. I've had enough of this madness. I'm done. To everyone's surprise, Adanma picked up a baby, looked at a booker and said, A booker, please stay away from me and my child. She followed Tony home, quietly, full of remorse. 6 months later, news reached her. A booker had died, alone, in a small one-room apartment. No family, no farewell. Adanma cried for days, not just for the man who once held her heart, but for all the wrong choices and the heavy price of forbidden love. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more interesting stories.